Welcome back to the channel. Bitcoin failed to create a new high at this very point. What that means is market have capacity of coming all the way to the downside, and I'm going to discuss this in detail in this very video. And if you come to the ETH price action, you discover that market broke out on this very trend line right here, and right now market is coming back into the trend line, which means market also have capacity of coming into this very point. And a possible breakout here is going to send us into this very area of important support, which you need to pay attention to. I will discuss this in detail in this very video as well. And for Pi, people think market is going to move all the way to the upside, which is a possibility on price action. Market can move right into this very area, but I am still expecting that market come back down before any good significant move all the way to the upside from this very area of important support. And if you come to coin market cap and look at the global crypto market capitalization, you discover that there is an increase from what we saw yesterday of $3.27 trillion to $3.31 trillion in global crypto market capitalization. Look at the fear and greed index is still maintaining this very 68% position in the past 24 hours. And if you come to coin bubbles, you discover that RV is making wave all the way to the upside. Let's discuss all of this and many more in this very video. On the Bitcoin price action, discover that this is the last high we see right at this very point, and market from this very point move downward, move up again, could not create a new high, but market try moving all the way to the upside. Right now, what I am expecting is for the market to come back down. That is what I am expecting, and this very area of important support should still hold the market, just like the case where we see market come back down and we see the market hold at this very point, market move upward, market should come back down, and this area should hold the market as well for market to also move all the way to the upside. This is what I am not expecting on the Bitcoin price action on the 4-hour chart. So if you are trading on the 4-hour chart, please pay attention to this very area of important support right at this very point, because this is where we should expect the market to retrace into, as market is going to retrace back down. So from this very point, market have 70 to 80% chance of moving all the way to the downside, and that is what I am now expecting. This does not mean that market is going to take a U-turn all the way to the downside. Okay, that is not the case. We are talking about maybe minimal retracement in this very area before the next continuation from here all the way to the upside. And of course, if market break out on this level of important support, still expect the market to come back down into this very point of support as well, this very 100k level before any movement to the upside. So expect a breakout if market come here and then market move into this area. Market is still going to still move all the way to the upside, in my opinion, and this is what you must have to pay attention to, and expect this on price action to be in the right direction of the market. So conclusively on this very price action on the 4-hour chart Bitcoin, what I am looking for on the short term is for this market to come back down before the next move to the upside. And on the ETH price action right here, which is very, very important, you discover that we have this very trend line on this price action, and market move upward, break out on this very price action, and fail to move all the way to the upside. One important thing that I noticed on this very price action is the fact that market did not create a new close. If you take a critical look at it at this very point, you discover that the last close is at this very area, and then market move upward, create a new high, but this was a spike, and afterward come back down and close below this very close right here, which means since market did not close above the previous close at this very point, it means that market have capability of coming all the way to the downside, and that is what we are seeing right now. That is why I am not expecting that this very price action from here come back down into this very area. This is what I am personally looking at right now on the ETH 4-hour chart moving forward. If we see this very bear candle forming right at this very point, close below this very trend line, then market is going to from here move all the way to this very area of important support, and this can happen 80 to 90% of the time. Okay, so the chance is 80 to 90% market is going to come back down if we see this very bear candle forming right now close below this very trend line right here, because that will mean an invalidation of the market moving all the way to the upside, and that is why I am expecting market moving downward before the next move upward. And this is what you must have to pay attention to as well, to be in the right direction of the market on ETH moving forward from this very area. Now, if you put this into perspective, you discover that this market is creating a descending triangular pattern. Look at it, market move from here coming downward, okay, but this is a solid support at this very point. So we are seeing a descending triangular pattern, which means market have capacity of coming back here, and then from here market can break out and come back into this very point. But what we need to do as chartists or as price action trader is to wait for the market to come into this very area as well, and then we use our technique to verify what price is doing within this very area before we can now tell whether market is going to break out at this very point and move down, or market is going to from here move all the way to this very area, because sometimes chart pattern do fails, and this is very important. Note this, and this is going to help you in your trading strategy. BTCUSDT 4-hour chart, look at it right here. Market have been maintaining stability within this very area, and I told you that exact same thing we see right at this very point is what we're going to see playing out at this very area. And even though you see market move from here into this very point, don't jump into taking a buy position. We have to see this structure break first before we can confirm that market is going to move all the way to the upside. That is why I am waiting for the market to move upward. That means market need to move upward into this very area, and if I see a breakout of this very point of resistance and the market creates a new high higher than the previous high at this very point, that is only when I can certify that structure have broken and that the market from here is going to move all the way to the upside. And that is what you should pay attention to as well. Don't just enter into a long position or a buy position on BTCUSDT 4-hour chart. For me, I am still expecting market coming all the way to the downside. That is why even though market move into this very area, I am not taking any position. Market is going to come all the way to the downside. That is what I am still expecting on this very price action right now. And the market as well may not come into this very area. We may see this candle move a little bit to the upside and then come back down into this very point of important support before the next move to the upside. This is what you need to pay attention to right now moving forward on the price of Pi. And one thing you need to notice here is that this very area market is having dull momentum, okay, from the bulls, which means there is no much bullish momentum in the market right now. And if sellers come into the market, we can see aggressive move all the way to the downside, and that is why I am looking at that on this very price action. And if you come to coin market cap, you discover that the global crypto market capitalization have increased a little bit from what we saw yesterday of $3.27 trillion to $3.31 trillion. Despite the fact that Bitcoin is moving downward a little bit, we're going to see an increase in global crypto market capitalization, and the fear and greed index still in the greed zone, mean people still want to buy more right now. And these are the various things you need to pay attention to be in the right direction of the market on Bitcoin, ETH, and BTCUSDT 4-hour chart. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Join our Telegram channel, the link in the description of this very video, and also in the pinned comment for more crypto videos. Join right now. It is a free channel, and I will see you in the next video.